This leaped in my ruach. Numbers 1:45.
So all who were numbered of the children of Yasharal by their father's house, from 20 years old and above.
From how old?
20 years old
20.
and above.
20 years old. How old was Nimrod when he put on those garments? 20. Why did he put them on at 20? Why didn't he put them on at 19, 18, 17? He couldn't fight. You got it. He couldn't fight. He waited till 20 years old. He knew Torah. He knew Torah. He wasn't going to fight at 19, 18. Uh-oh, I'm 20. Now I can fight. On the garments came. Most people, they don't know that Nimrod knew scripture. Most people don't know Nimrod knew the Most High, and the Most High knew Nimrod. Most people don't know Nimrod served the Most High. We don't know this. Only thing we know, Nimrod was the king of Babylon and he was wicked.
Yeah.
That's it. But the scripture give them their just due and tell you who they are or who they was, the history.
From 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Yasharal.
This is how old we had to be before we go to war. Yeah, Nimrod knew Torah.
I'm on 30.
Okay.
And Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments.
No, read that again.
And Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments.
Nimrod, he was not a mighty one. This is what you have to know. See, you read that in Genesis 10 and you think, oh, Nimrod became to be a mighty one. How did he become to be a mighty one? Genesis, Bible. How did that happen? Tell us. Don't leave us in suspense. And then we got wicked. They looking to get the whole picture from Genesis. It's just a summary. It's an introduction. You ain't gonna get the whole thing from an introduction.
And the Most High gave him might and strength.
Who did this?
Most High.
The Most High family. Yahuwah gave him might and strength. All power comes from him. Power was in the clothes, the garments. When he put them on, he became powerful. And the Most High gave him the might, power, and strength.
And he was a mighty hunter in the earth.
And he was a mighty hunter in the earth. This is how Shair got to become the mighty one. He killed the mighty one. We just don't know him as the mighty one.
Yes, he was a mighty hunter in the field. And he hunted the animals. And he built mitzvahs.
He was building mitzvahs and giving offerings to the Most High. You better believe it.
And he offered upon them the animals before Yahuwah.
See?
And Nimrod strengthened himself.
He strengthened himself.
And he rose up from among his brethren.
Yep.
And he fought the battles of his brethren.
So when it says when he rose up from his brethren, he went higher than them. He became the Most High to them. He became the highest on earth. We told you Shair is the highest on the earth today. He's the highest. And he knows it. All power is in his hands.
And he fought the battles of his brethren against all their enemies.
All their enemies.
Round about. And Yahuwah delivered all the enemies of his brethren in his hands.
The Most High, he fighting them. They weren't his enemy, they're his brother's enemies. He fought for his brother. They couldn't do it. They weren't strong enough and mighty enough to prevail against their enemies. And when he did this, his brothers had shalom now. We don't even have to fight against our enemies. What do you think those brothers gonna do to this Nimrod? Look up to him. This is our brother. Look up to him. What do you want us to do? We serve you now. You're the mighty one. We're bowing down to you and your mighty one. This is how it happens. That's why we read about them talking about Yahuwah, who's mighty, like Nimrod and Yahuwah, who can defeat them. See, family, there were good words going out about Nimrod back then. Like anybody else, he just went off.
And the Most High prospered him
The Most High prospered him.
from time to time in his battles, and he reigned upon the earth.
And he reigned upon the earth. The Most High was right there with him fighting. He reigned upon the earth. This is the part we need to know. Now, there's another bumping. Let me wait. I gotta get my thoughts together for this one. Okay, so we realize, family, Shair is a mighty one. He's not just mighty one in words, in action, in deeds. Y'all wonder why he's the hammer of the whole earth. Y'all wonder why he take down countries and say that was easy. Who's next? No, look, they were like Goldberg. Who's next? They take down countries talking about that was easy. Let's us come together with our money and our let's put together some weapons and let us do this and let us see us take down a country. We wouldn't be able to do it.
That's why you can punish people for not following his laws.
Yep. Look, we used to say it, son, before we were in the truth. America is the police of the world. What does that mean? Governing over the whole entire world. If other nations don't do what they want, they cut back their, the money. They're cut back their expenses. Yeah, the baraka. Cut it back. So most people, before this message, before the Most High gave us this message, we didn't know we knew we were serving after coming into the truth. We knew we were serving Shair, Edom. We knew we were serving Edom, but we didn't know he was our mighty one. We didn't know this. Watch this. Here come another bump. Isaiah 1:3. Boop.
The ox knows its owner.
The ox, we got to slow down on this one. The ox knows its owner. This bull know who his owner is. If you try to claim ownership, he will say, you're not my owner, and he may buck against you. I don't even know you. Animals have personalities. They have their own personality, and animals are different. They're different from one another. Just like people have personalities and different from one another.
And the donkey is master's crib.
The donkey knows its master's home, where its master lives. If he get lost, he'll find his way back home.
But Yasharal does not know.
But Yasharal, that's us. That's your Hebrew Israelites telling everybody they got the truth. That's your Hebrew Israelite looking at people out there in the street talking all that trash. That's them. They don't know who their owner is. You ask any of our people, who's your owner? Who owns you? Who owns you? And you will get many different answers. Because scripture tell us, listen, we go from owner to owner, owner to owner.
My people do not consider.
We don't even consider who we belong to. Newsflash. This is just a newsflash. We supposed to belong to the Most High. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be our owner, but we don't. We don't. He's not our owner. You're in the lands of the captivity. He's definitely not your owner. We still trying to get back to where the wilderness will change this. This is one of the reasons when you get the wilderness, now he owns you once again. He will reclaim his people. He will own his people. And if you do something you got no business doing, you cut off. You're cut off. Why? The owner has ownership over you, and he has the right to say when you live and when you die. Right now, you on your own. We're on our own. Yep. You're on your own. People in Babylon, Shair is their owner, but they don't know it. You tell those people, Edom is your owner. Every last group, tell them, Edom is your owner. They say, nobody own me.
We don't know. We think the Most High owns us.
Yep.
But he doesn't. That's why we go to
Some people say the most, if you break it down to them like this, they say the Most High owns me. Some of them, once it's broke down to them. But if you just come out and tell them who's your owner, remember, owner sounds like master, slave. Master, slave. And so they don't want to be known as a slave.
I guess the point I was making was we don't know that we're not on the side right
No.
now. That's why we go to the wilderness. People don't figure out that they're rebels.
Yep. Then, son, only then they're going to realize they're rebel. They're going to think he's the owner. He my owner. They're gonna want to be owned by him. Notice those rebels that rebel against Moshe. Remember, we know the most. You think you the only one know the Most High? That's what they told Moshe. You think you the only one know the most? They were trying to say he owns us too. They were rebelling, didn't even know it. This is the point my son making. Some people going to rebel in the wilderness and they're not even gonna know they're rebelling. How come Yasharal don't know? Animals smarter than us? You better believe it. If the animals could get a way to come out of Babylon, they will come out. Take a bridge, build it across the sea from Babylon all the way over here, they will come out. Them animals smart. And the birds, some of the birds, if they can fly across the water, they're going to fly out. Dip down and get a little bit of fish to eat every now and then, they're going to fly out of her. They know when it's coming. And if you hadn't seen the news, they've been talking about nuclear warnings in Babylon. They got nuclear alert warnings going out or going across in Babylon now. All right, so you know the blue letter is messing up on us, and so we had to take some screenshots of this. We like, how are we going to show this? Because we can't just tell you this. We must show this. It's very important that we show this. Isaiah 26:13. Son, read this.
O Yahuwah, our Lord, other masters besides you.
What? Other masters besides you
had dominion over us.
Have dominion over us. Focus on the word dominion. Owners. They owned us.
But by you only will we make mention of your name.
So there were, Yahuwah, other masters besides you. See, he a master. But there were other masters, Shair. Besides you, had dominion, had the authority, ownership. Now, let's stroll down. This is how we're going to stroll down. See, right here. This is no trickery. Yahuwah, our Lord, other masters. Here we see it. Stroll down. Masters, Adon, besides you, have had dominion over us. Look what's over here. What is this? Baal. You see, this message goes deeper and deeper, and it's a roller coaster. It's going up and down and round and round. What is this? Our people in America talk about they belong to the Most High. We're the children of the Most High. And see, the deeper understanding we get of this, now you see why when people say we're all kings. Come here, my king. Look at that king over there. These are queens. We can't do our queens like this. This stuff is sickening unto me now. I've heard it before and it never bothered me like it's been bothering me lately. It's sickening to be calling everybody a king. This is the you see it, 1166. Is this correct? They gonna be Baal over us? This isn't correct. This can't be correct. 66